Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Today is the March 12, 2026 Town Board work session. Please join us in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Hope everyone's doing well. So our workshop this month, we will be discussing our East Fishkill Town Recreation. And tonight with us, we have our rec directors, Christine Selbach and Bill Green, and our building maintenance ground supervisor, foreman, Ryan Knapp. Thanks for joining us, everyone. So, Christine, you want to give us a little background on what's been going on with recreation in the past, what you've been doing, some projects, what we got planned for this year?
So for this, well, it's crazy time now, and we are gearing up for our season this year. One big project we hope to complete is our pickleball courts at Limekiln Rec. So that will be getting underway beginning of spring, as soon as the blacktop facilities open. We are working on all our field schedules, which we work in the office. We use a MyRec system that we put all our field schedules in, which then we give our guys a daily calendar so they know how to take care of the fields, whether they're just grooming them for practices or they're grooming and lining for games. And we could also give them monthly calendars so they see if there's tournaments or any big things going on in the fields. And then we just meet, right now we're meeting with all our leagues. We do that annually to find out what their needs are in the fields and what their schedules and registrations would be like. And we've broken that down. We've met with a couple of leagues already, and next week we will finish up with the rest of the leagues. So it's fun. Now it's fun time.
Fun time. So what kind of projects have we done so the people can understand what you do for maintenance during the years? Little projects we do to keep the parks looking good, items like that. What have we done the last several years?
So, well, one of the big ones was completing our skate park. And we have been running skate lessons and camps out of there since it's been complete, and they have bloomed. We cannot have enough of them, so that's good.
A complete refurbishment of the whole entire roller. What was
we reconfigured how the ramps went, so it was easy smoothing. Other than a little mischief in there, it is great. It's always filled. It's beautiful.
We painted the graffiti too.
Yeah. It's beautiful to look outside the rec office and just see kids in there, whether it's with bikes, skates, or rollerblades. Another big projects we did last year was a lot of the roofs on our dugouts, just to protect them. I don't know if you want to talk about those a little.
Yeah, a lot of the roofs in the baseball and softball dugouts desperately needed repair.
Rotting away.
Yeah, rotting away. They were old 3-tab shingles, original. So we tore down the 3-tab, replaced sheathing, new tar paper, drip edge shingles, and that, some framing was damaged that we repaired.
We hope to continue that project this year for the ones we did not repair last year, to get them up and done today, so this year, so we are on even, we could say they're all done.
Right.
So we hope to complete that this year too.
Right.
And our maintenance guys did put a fence up with the highway at Red Wing Park as you come in. Beautiful fence. The people at the lake all summer really appreciated that.
We did some repairs, renovations to the Red Wing facility as well, right, a few years ago?
Yes.
And what did we do out there?
Bathrooms, pavilion.
New bathrooms, right?
Yep, upgraded electric.
Yep.
Pavilion. So these are all the sort of things that it's a lot of maintenance, a lot of fixing to do throughout the years. They got a lot of wear and tear, and we have to make sure that they're safe for the residents.
Absolutely.
Right.
And we have a lot of
We
leagues.
partnered with some of the leagues for soccer. We also upgraded all the bathrooms over there.
Yeah.
for the girls and the boys.
And the concession
Kitchens
stands.
and concessions.
That's continuing as well with
Right.
baseball. Baseball and soccer have always stepped up big time.
They
Baseball
have.
does a lot of work on Brettview, our Brettview project.
So we have a lot of plans with baseball this year. We're hoping to reconfigure, I mean, all our leagues are big. Our town is huge. We are always growing. That means our leagues are, the use of our fields are. Everybody wants more real estate. Every league does not have enough fields. Cannot stress that enough, but we make do with what we have. So we are looking at working on Field 2 at Limekiln and trying to make it a bigger field because, again, lights come into play with these leagues, especially fall time. By 5:30, it's dark. Nobody could play a game if there's no lights on a field. And that kills a lot of leagues. So and now the snow just melted, so we're just out in our fields to see what needs to be done maintenance-wise, because even though we have projects from last year that we're going to work on this year, winter takes a toll, especially with all this snow, and when it melts away, we see the decay, and what was fine last year is not fine this year. But with baseball, we've met and talked about a lot of things, and in a lot of their areas they're in, and we're going to partner and complete a project that Ryan started last year at Brettview, Field 2. It was all grass. He cut in baselines, built a pitcher's mound. They're going to assist us with clay, because now it's more than what our normal clay usage is. It's additional, and they're going to assist with that. And we want to do Limekiln Field 2. They would like a fence. We think it could happen, but again, there was 2 feet of snow. We Google mapped it, and we got to get out there, map everything out, because we do have adult leagues. Recreation is not just youth. We have adult leagues that are there, and they play ultimate frisbee and soccer there, so they use the baseball fields like an all-purpose field.
Right.
So if we shut down that back field and put a fence in, so it's for the, what was it, to the 12-year-olds?
Yes, 200 feet radius from home plate they need.
Right, so we would be putting a fence in so they feel like they're on a baseball field. We don't want to mess with the all-purpose, so we got to figure out if we could configure it and do it.
It's in the
So-
planning stage, so
Correct,
yes.
and they will assist us. They have money to help us out, and we're excited about that. We are meeting with Wappingers lacrosse next week. We are meeting with girls softball, East Fishkill girls softball. I know they have batting cages near Field 3 at our main park that were destroyed in a storm. A tree came down, it's old fencing, very old. They would like to upgrade. So we will, again, there was snow, we couldn't get there. Ryan works when it snows. So we will meet, that has to be, we're meeting there, not in an office. We will be at the batting cage with him next week. And then soccer.
Now we can improve that
Right.
area.
And then we'll meet with soccer and see what they need there. But their facility is really nice. We'll worry about the grounds, but the bathrooms are still good, the concession stand.
And we still have that building that has to come down.
Oh,
Yes.
Because that's,
Yeah.
We were talking about that with the town engineer, about.
I mean, that's one of their-
Demolition.
We have to do the abatement, we didn't get to
Yes.
it last fall, so.
Yeah, we had, so the engineering department.
We have a bid for it.
For the
Okay.
abatement for the asbestos in the building.
Right.
And that's the process. It's going to
right.
cost
Is there
more, but
a
that's
timeline or anything with that?
obviously what we have to do.
At or
Just got
about?
to get it going, we just ran out of time last year, so now that we got grass on the ground, we'll get back to it.
Okay.
That's
Because
a lot.
eventually, once all of that's done, we would love to see, like, we can clear out all of those trees, and I'm sure we can create some more
And I would
parking
think
there
by-
and more
Parking, that's
fields.
By the end of April, we can get the asbestos done, I would say.
Oh, wow, okay. That'd be
And then
great.
the next step is the demo, which I know we talked to a local company about possibly assisting.
Yeah, a local company did offer assistance for the town, since they have their business here, can help us take down the building just for their costs, so.
Right.
It was a very nice offer, so we will take them up on that offer.
Any news about ice hockey? I know that in the
So-
past they were thinking about,
Well,
No,
it's
that-
not ice hockey, they play
The
street.
roller hockey, the street hockey's
So they
coming
play
back.
street and roller hockey, and that rink is in tough shape,
It needs
and
work.
Ryan's going to give it a lot of attention this year. That league was very big back in the day, right, Bill? And then it just phased out. But in the last couple of years, they have been building up, and they are getting big now. They could actually say we have a hockey league, and we are the only town in the area that has a hockey league. No surrounding town has one.
And we're hoping the president has good news
Yeah, well,
tomorrow.
I don't even want to talk about that yet, but we hope maybe at your 26th meeting, there might be news on that rink.
Big news.
We heard that a year ago, too.
For the hockey
Yeah.
ring?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she's, I just want to say real quick, last year Ryan stepped up big time.
Yes.
The unfortunate passing of Butch, and he's taken on the maintenance end, and he's done a bang-up job, and we cannot be happier with what you've been able to do and what you continue to be doing, so it's great, and we've heard a lot of good things from all the leagues, so thank you very much for that. Now, I know you worked really hard, the both of you, on McGrath and Bill, and how difficult McGrath was, and when it got all tore up. Have you been able to take a look at it recently to see
It's
what do you
very
think?
wet.
I know it's wet. It's still a monsoon.
Yes, it's still wet. It's definitely in our scope of repair. I'm very confident that we'll be able to have it up and running this year.
Okay, good, because after the incident with the
Yeah.
quads, we were all pretty much
It's so
devastated.
unfortunate.
But it doesn't seem to be as bad?
Yes, it seems to be okay. I believe there was enough frost in the ground to prevent any
Root damage, the root damage.
Yeah.
And a little update to that, Councilman, thank you to our police department and our detectives. They were able to apprehend those who were the perpetrators over there for ripping up those fields, and they will be making restitution to the town.
That's great
We'll be
news.
having a resolution at our
news.
next town board meeting
Okay.
for that.
Of community service and rebuild the
Perpetrators,
fields.
you've come a long way.
You like that? I had a good English teacher, Bill. Oh, you were my
Oh,
English.
goodness.
No, we do need,
Are you ready for me?
No, not yet, Bill. That's at
Oh,
the very end.
goodness.
That's the cherry on top.
That's at the end when they could,
what we're seeing, and as Christine was talking about, the growth of the leagues, we're also seeing the growth of the specialized sports, a lot of the travel teams, where everything, that's become a really big business, not just here, but I think throughout the nation. And we're starting to feel some of that pressure because we really do not have enough fields. And Christine and Bill and Ryan, they do a great job trying to juggle all of the time that they have. So in the future, as in our master plan had stated, we are going to need to look for some more fields. Because like she said, each league appears to be growing. And a lot of people want to come here, which is a good thing.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Can I just, before I get to mine, because I'm going back many, many years, we still have a very big need for a recreation building, field house, basketball courts, running track, indoor activities. And back about 16 years ago, it was on the ballot, and it missed by 50 votes, where we have the McGrath parking lot, where we would have had a big Butler building with 2 gyms, a running track, a senior citizen room, a teenage room, and the whole package. Just to give you an example, this year we lost gym time in the schools for early dismissals, threat of snow, meetings, science fair. We're dependent, we have a very good basketball and volleyball program, but we're totally
Adult and
dependent
youth.
on the school. And our youth basketball league, which, that's 4 leagues.
Mercy.
So I know there's a lot of other things on the agenda, but don't push aside forever, because eventually we need,
Well, we'll get that to the end as our future thoughts and what you have planned.
Because I have some
at the
thoughts on
end.
that as well. So
But let's go to one item that I want to discuss is America 250.
Okay.
We have our 250th birthday of our country this year, and everybody's going to have celebrations. Can we discuss what we've been planning and what we're thinking?
So we're not finalized with everything, but on July 11th will be our celebration. We have a huge fireworks display.
So just for everybody's edification, it's very difficult to do the America 250 celebration on July 4th this year, as it's hard to get vendors and anybody basically on that date, because there are large celebrations with the counties, with the state, and a lot of the vendors are already booked years and years in advance. So our plan was to go the weekend after.
So I'm working with our Historical Society for America 250. He will be presenting a bunch of flags from years past. We will be doing reenactments, which, too bad Peter Cassidy's not here. I know he always wants that at Community Day.
I think he's going to take part in it. He's going to be one of the militia.
Oh, good, I'll take
Yeah, I'm
part
going to shoot the
too.
cannon at him.
You know, the first one to go down.
Of course, Bill's like, that's our celebration for 4th of July, so he has his band coming that will end out our night with all
We have a
the...
band that we've had for 30, it'll be the 38th year, and they get the entire park. And luckily, they were not available for the 4th, but they were for the 11th. So Adam and the Newharts. So
Excellent, that's wonderful. So we have a plan. So when are you going to be meeting with the Historical Society director?
So I think that is in 2 weeks. Me and Rich will be meeting. So
Excellent,
I don't have my calendar, so I'm not sure of the date, but I think it's 2 weeks.
very good.
Very exciting. We also have our 30th Community Day this year. So that will be another fun one. We have a lot of events coming up this year.
Excellent.
Back to the 250 celebration, Christine and I were talking to some of the leagues the other day about having maybe a tournament to celebrate, even with, and honor some veterans.
That's great, that's
And they would donate proceeds, or if not everything, to the new Veterans Park.
very nice. That's an excellent idea.
So we had a few that said that they were going to look into it.
We're always very successful with our tournaments here in our town.
Yes, we have a couple of them.
Are you
coming
ready,
up.
Bill?
I'm ready.
Go ahead, Bill. Let us
Well,
have.
first of all, before I begin,
We
First
can
of all,
we
how
can
many
hear
years
you.
have you been rec director?
this is 48.
48 years as rec director.
I received this email.
Bill, don't speak so close.
You're like,
Oh, okay.
you've got hit every stereotype right now.
I received this email about a month ago. It has come to my attention that last year, all East Fishkill staff shirts were the color blue. I am requesting this year all shirts be a different color, preferably a very bright orange. In cooperating with our people in the town, each of you will now get a staff shirt, nice bright orange, and various sizes here.
Oh, very nice, Bill. You bearing the gifts.
I think we all love the color orange, right?
Orange is my favorite color.
Oh, that's too bad for me.
That's probably for me. Yeah, don't forget, we got to put Scott in the orange, you know. He could go on the highway.
I got a
I'll take
2
it.
extra.
That works.
Wait, Bill's not done.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Bill.
Okay.
I think.
Nobody likes my...
I just wrote down a few things.
Yeah, go ahead, Bill.
And the first thing I wanted, someone beat me to it, but I'd like to thank Ryan and Tommy and their whole crew. They took over, which has been gone, and they have been fantastic. Anything that we needed, they not only took care of it, they took care of it right away. So we're talking the senior center, we're talking the fields, we're talking the Davis House, Lime Kiln. So they are a plus for the town, and I wanted them to be recognized. On the same level, I'd like to also say how well our directors at the senior center have done. The seniors have activities every day, special events, and they enjoy going there. And I think somewhere down the road, we should get it 5 days a week if we can. I just wrote a couple things. I've spoke to Tom before. I believe it's time that we don't need a recreation advisory board anymore.
Really?
We had a rec commission for years. The rec commission was involved in every facet of recreation. vouchers, interviewing people, making recommendations to the town board, getting people who did not have special interests, but were town residents who wanted to assist. And I don't think the same thing happens with an advisory board, it happened with a commission. And I mean, we have an office, we could have a special meeting when it is a soccer problem or a lacrosse problem.
So you're advising the town board that...
I'm recommending that or you look into eliminating a rec advisory board and just let us call meetings together when we need something. So,
Interesting. So if you want to put a letter together for the town board and in there stipulate what you feel is the solution then when there are issues, like you said, individual meetings with the leagues and what have you, because there are many beneficial meetings that happen with the rec advisory board for these leagues to voice their concerns. But
So I kind of agree with that, Nick. I could flip the coin on this, being I've been going to this rec advisory board meeting for 5 years or over. I see how the leagues occasionally feed off of each other, how you handled this tournament and that, or this issue and that problem, but I am confident if this was dismantled, that our relationship with the leagues, they would not have any trouble. And if there was anything that everybody needed to get together, we would hold a meeting. But right now, they know to reach out to me and Bill and Ryan. Like it took a lot, but we have really good relationships with our league. So I don't think if this stopped, there would not be any trouble with the leagues.
Okay, well, I think that the town board should, receive your recommendation and your recommendation of how it would play out in the future for issues, and then we will have a discussion about that.
Not to discredit anybody, and there was a time where the advisory board had a great function with the recreation department, but I have to agree with Bill and Christine that right now, things are really taken care of as soon as things happen. There is no delays. The minute that something needs to be addressed, people work on and will respond to the needs of the leagues. Based on that, I mean, I know when I attended those meetings, again, the department really takes care of whatever needs to be.
I attended rec commission meetings for over 30 years, 30, 35 years. At the commission meetings, we did get a lot of residents that came and said, can we get this in Breadview, or up in Wicopee, can we do this? And can we expand this? And almost every league, every sport had someone there. Now, the last few meetings I attended, the rec advisory board meetings, maybe 2 or 3 leagues came because it was their season, maybe one person to ask about a dog park or something, but very few. And if you talk about budget, the maintenance people, the police, they were getting paid to come to this.
Correct.
And I know Butch didn't want to come all the way back from Pleasant Valley to sit for a half hour.
Yeah, the police don't come anymore.
No.
And it's, like you're saying, the communication is a lot better than
Yes.
what it was when I first started. It's a lot different now, so, and we're all very
Relationship.
approachable, and they can get a hold of us at any time, so.
And again, thanks to the service that they, the years that they served as, commissioners and advisory boards, if I had to express my opinion, I think that it's really not necessary anymore. And Bill, great point.
Okay, I just got a couple things I wrote down, and I think you're aware of it. Just traveling through every day, the Hopewell Rec parking lot has not had blacktopping in ages, and it's really, really bad this year, because if you go through it in the winter, I know there are budgetary problems, but I think that should be one area that should look into, because it's been patched for years and years, and I don't think it's had a real paving in a while.
Talk to the highway superintendent about that, but,
The other thing,
well, hold on, Bill. Is this going to be a long laundry list? Because if not,
No,
thank
no.
you for joining us.
I just got a couple things.
Night.
somewhere down the road, the East Fishkill Community Center needs to be power washed.
Yes.
If you go to that building, it's almost embarrassing. We have a rental in there, and there are cobwebs, and it needs a good job there.
Well, good thing you have the
got Ryan
foreman
now.
right here.
It's fine. We got Ryan now, we're good.
Along the same lines, the highway and the rec people did a super job with the snow. I mean, I had people who are from neighboring towns who commented how well the snow removal was in East Fishkill, and the neighboring town that begins with W, I don't know the name, theirs wasn't cleared as fastly and as efficiently as ours.
Well, we probably won't be able to
Shocking.
open the lake till July when the snow there melts.
I also want to thank Christine and everyone else who contributed to the rec guides, because we've had some pretty positive comments on it, especially knowing that Nick's picture was in there 17 times. So,
I had no picking of anything.
Christine, one other point. I know that you said that you mentioned before as far as the senior leagues, sometimes they want to use the fields late in the evening. And I understand that we have some issues with some of the lights.
Not anymore. So we have only so many fields, and we have a huge town. Recreation is just not for youth, it's adults too.
Right.
With that being said, we have John Jay, we have this unwritten agreement, we use their schools, they get to use our fields. So we have John Jay Baseball that has a freshman team, a junior team, and senior team, right? So they have 3 teams. When they play at John Jay, the younger team, the JV team, is out at the school they're playing. So say Carmel comes to John Jay for varsity, the junior varsity team is playing in Carmel. So what happens with the freshman team? They don't have a field, so they use Field 1. So they're on early. Come 5:30 comes our rec leagues, right? Now, when the rec league is done, come 8 o'clock, we have adult leagues on there. They do go till 11 o'clock. So since we've had issues with lighting, we have gotten a program that is now on my phone, Ryan's phone, Tommy Knapp's phone. So if it's pouring rain, because in the past, if it started raining at 7 o'clock and they didn't play their game because the umpire said you can't play, the lights would be on because it was manual. They had to put a manual, but now they're on our phones. I could sit home and say, it's pouring, off. I have a great relationship with all our leagues. They are now starting to text, we rain delayed, or we canceled, or game's running late. So I get calls all night, please keep the lights on, please turn the lights off. So I think they're better now, and we're still working on where we don't have it.
the Wappinger schools are putting in a turf field and their soccer field and their softball, so I've already received a few calls requesting use of our fields for practice and maybe a game or two, because they are really hurting probably through
doing
next
turf.
fall.
Right.
So we have a reciprocal, we're using their schools for basketball, so
Right.
and
We
hopefully when they
rarely,
get,
if ever, get to use their turf fields, though. That was the only
I
issue.
think we did get, some of our soccer teams did get to use this last, didn't they?
Very, very few times.
Few?
It's
You know,
been
Tom,
very
it was
difficult,
really
but-
hard to fight for the turfs, especially when it was first in. They didn't know how to upkeep with that, and I wanted to fight for soccer to get on those fields. And I think their rental is very high for that. But to fight for that, what the town gets from the schools between running our youth basketball league of 300 kids and Bill's adult leagues with volleyball and basketball, we use a lot for the school.
No, I understand that, and I understand also if they only have one turf field like they did, constant
have two.
use. Yeah, now, well, but prior to
Will.
that, all of that use is going to shorten the lifespan of that
Oh, yeah.
turf. So they are going to need more, I get that.
Yeah.
And that's, we get requests for two things constantly here, either a turf field or a gym.
Jim?
So we've been,
A gym like
like a facility, a basketball facility,
Okay.
something similar to Fishkill, but
not
Two
like a
courts.
workout gym.
no, nothing like
no.
that. An actual, those are the two big things that we get, and Christine and I have been tossing around some ideas. And
So
People are asking for a swimming pool too, but we have.
no, the
we have
town
already-
attorney will
Never
have an
seen this.
aneurysm.
That
if it's
asks,
something
that transitions us to the next. What is the future of East Fishkill Recreation? right? You're talking about turf fields, indoor facilities. Of course, everything's nice, but we have to pay for it somehow.
I
Tom,
mean,
I think the girls' softball field in Jay, that is going to be turf. When talking to them, if there are openings, our softball can play on that.
Okay. Are they going to have an additional soccer field, though? Do you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one next to the big field is now going to be turf. So that's 2 soccer fields that will be turf fields now, right there at Jay.
Okay.
So we should be able to work something out.
So
Maureen has
let
been very-
me ask you guys while you're here, if you had to choose between, if the voters had to choose between, because that's how it'll ultimately be,
Right.
between a turf field or a gym, what do you think is the best thing to get?
Jim.
Jim,
I would go with Jim.
Yeah.
For majority. I couldn't.
You better.
I mean, there's a lot of things that the town and our residents would benefit for on a gym. For our summer camp, and just going with 2025 numbers, we have 318 campers that are in our Hopewell Rec Park, and we hire 41 people to staff it, counselors, directors, nurse. It's a little tough with, not tough, but we are on the ball with safety because it's not a closed park. We are at the mercy of the weather. I mean, if it's raining, we strive all year to get these kids wet. It's so hot, keep them cool. So rain's okay, but when we get really bad storms or these weird smoke from Canada, I mean, and we have to shut down camp, we're stuck. It would be nice to have a building. I would love it at Julie's Jungle. We could shut that facility and it would be safe for our campers, outdoors, indoors, and it would
Basketball league.
nobody would be walking through the park.
The other thing too, turf fields, I remember I referenced soccer and I was at Arlington and all of a sudden the field was closed down. Turf doesn't last forever. They had to replace it, and then a couple other schools put in turf that was causing a problem, the breathing and so on. So reffing and playing on turf is great, but in the long run, it turns out to be expensive.
One turf fields would not help our town.
No.
We would, for our leagues, right? We would, 2 minimum.
Well-
I would be hosting fights for who could get to you.
If we did a turf field, it would be at a field with lights, like McGrath. Otherwise, when you put a field under lights, you're getting a new field. So if we ever do it, that would be the place to do it. But there's no doubt about it. If you asked, I'd say, 1,000 people in the town, what would you rather have, an indoor facility or a turf field? I think you're talking 80 or 90% want the building. So
Who's requesting the turf? Is it the travel teams,
I
pretty
think
much?
our leagues, not even just travel.
But usually the leaders of the leagues run the travel program, so I'm curious where the needs
Well,
coming
our
from.
rec leagues do have travel programs within, but, I mean, they're just trying to compete with everybody. But
Yeah.
it is rec that turns in, they go hand in hand.
I think every league other than hockey would benefit from it,
Correct.
from the turf. But I would tend to agree, because I think you can do more. You could have a building year-round rather than the turf when you have to shut it down pretty much during the wintertime. So
Mine's,
what I think I would like to do, and I don't want to give my colleague here a heart attack about it, but maybe put together a group of some citizens and Christine, obviously, Bill, Ryan, and maybe we can come up with a little commission to just explore the idea. We have a little bit of money in the rec development fund, about what, 140, 160, around there?
160, yeah.
And we can come up with a study to see how much a facility would cost, what we would need, and then bring it forth and let the voters decide. And that would be probably 2 years down the road.
So has there been a discussion with some of the leagues as far as investing some funds of their own into a facility? So we do have leagues that they do have funds available. Have you
the
guys
main usage of the
entertained
facility would be
idea of-
our programs, our volleyball, our basketball, our
Doesn't matter,
camp.
it's
camp.
their kids, it's our kids. And there is a cost to everything. And although it's the town, but there are certain leagues that could benefit more from the usage of these facilities. And some of these leagues do have funds of their own. So at the end of the day, I was wondering if we could entertain the idea of putting funds, some funds together to kind of stimulate the discussion.
What the
Because
building does,
I don't
Manny-
want all the taxpayers in this community to fund some of this.
We're not even at that stage yet.
Right,
and I
right.
totally
But
get
I'm
what
just
you're
saying,
saying. I just want to see what it's going to cost, because if it's too
What
much,
the
there's
building
no way
does
past
is
it.
extends the seasons of your lacrosse, your soccer, your summer sports, because once the bad weather comes, they're pretty much finished.
Understood, but,
So it's beneficial to all.
yeah, understood.
What other,
What else you got, Bill?
I have
what
one
other
other,
wish list?
one other thing, and this involves this young lady. You know, there is a budget problem, I heard. So we came up with the idea, if we put a cup next to her desk, and every time she says a foul word, she puts $1 in. We've got $300 in 1 week already. So on that, I'll close.
He's fibbing.
Bill, I'm sure there's a couple items that we could pick on you to put it
I agree. We won't do this year.
But what else, what other items did you imagine for a wish list of what to do in our park? So you have indoor facility, we have turf fields, anything else?
People are asking for a swimming
I
pool.
would ask
We
for
do,
more
but
lights.
That's,
That's a lot of money.
Many years they've
Talk to
been
the town
asking for
attorney
that.
about a swimming pool. His hands go up in the air and he starts convulsing.
I think lights at Route 52 would be awesome.
Lights at the soccer complex?
That would be huge.
The lights extend the
be
use of the
prepared
fields.
for that.
Oh, yeah,
There you buy yourself
especially
more time.
and soccer will play till, well, they can't because it's residential, but they would play late and they would play well into December.
Wow,
They
so
want
that's
us to
something
open
to
up
think
early,
about.
but there's no way that we can.
The
not
grounds
this year.
just aren't,
We're too
it's not
saturated.
safe for them, and they don't get that.
Yeah, a lot of the leagues
All our
are
leagues, not
involved,
just
the
soccer.
travel teams are involved in like state cup competitions, and those tournaments start in like March.
Wow.
So there's always a need for fields. That's why there's always the request for turf.
Gotcha.
So maybe we could also have a study on light investments in some of our fields. I know we've been discussing that for a while. Upgrading and new lighting system, so that could be another way of looking at an investment for a good lighting system.
Sure.
I know it's not cheap, but Mark is twitching over there, but you know.
Come on, Mark.
Go ahead, Mark, write the check.
Come on.
It's seven figures.
Get in the game.
I know. That's all I
the
get.
Butler Building, when it was up, was $500,000.
Check that jar on my desk.
And,
What year was that?
well, when it went on the vote was 2008, when Obama was up, and it was on the second page, or the back page, the we had people right from this building who didn't vote for it, they didn't turn it over. It went down by 50
So
votes.
that's at least double now, right, Scott? At least.
Oh,
Yeah.
We looked at sport and wellness for a while. Remember sport and
Yeah.
wellness?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. That would have been a good buy. Yeah. That's tremendous indoor space.
I
Yeah.
had the camp there.
Nothing in I-Park.
And it had a pool.
No. And it had a pool.
Yep.
And it had a
It
pool.
had outdoor fields. It had a lot.
Yeah, there was a huge recreation
Complex.
over
Oh,
there.
that'd be
That's
beautiful.
wonderful. All right, any other comments or questions for our recreation staff here?
If you don't like orange color, I do have some blue shirts from last year.
We love orange. Just saying.
Whatever you like, Bill, how's that? Whatever you like. All right, well, thank you, and thank you, Ryan, for all your hard work, and our rec directors, thank you for your hard work. And this is going to be another amazing year, I'm sure, for all our leagues, and looking forward to the good weather, we all are. It's almost here, so.
It was snowing today.
It was.
Yeah, I know, before it was snowing, yeah. So, okay, well, that's all we have tonight. Our next town board meeting is March 26th at 6 PM, and we'll see you then. Thank you. Have a good night.
going to say something.
They pulled in just behind the bridge. He lays her down. He frowns. Gee, my life's a funny thing. Am I still too young? He kissed the diamond there. She took his ring, took his babies. It took him minutes, took her nowhere. Heaven knows he'd have taken anything. All night. She was a young American. She was the young American. All night. But she was the young American. Standing right through the picture window, she finds a slinky vagabond. Because as he passes, avoiding the stain. But heaven forbid she take anything. But the freak and his title for nothing. This is a step and cuts his hand. Showing nothing, it slips like a song. She cries, where have all Papa's heroes gone? All night. She was a young American. Young American. Young American. She was the young American. All right. Well, she was the young American.